Balls.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pirates of the Red Isles. I am your host, Wuten, and today we have one of our party members back. Ebony has rejoined us as Delilah. It's going to be a wonderful time getting Ebony all caught up on what shit's been going down since brief hiatus. But let's go ahead and just go down the list here. We've got quite the lineup of characters here. First up, we have Saphyrus being played by GutiSerenade.
Yo.
We have Hana being played by Cygnus.
That is me.
We have Ryuuko being played by Kai.
Hello.
We have Frieda. We have Frieda being played by Solar.
Hello.
We have Aesop being played by Chaotic.
As always, a pleasure.
Nagaina being played by Luna Farrowe.
Why is the rum gone?
And last but certainly not least, Ebony playing as Delilah.
Howdy.
So, Ebony, there's a lot we have to catch you up on, and I'm going to give you a brief summary of what happened. So, you left off on the at the Temple of Nagaina about like 5 or 6 episodes ago.
Temple of Nagaina?
Yeah, Temple of Nagaina.
Was that 5 or 6? I swear that was like 10.
It is something like that. It was on Warville's Folly.
I could have sworn that was a temple to Zelos. That was overtaken by nature.
Yeah, by the follower of Nagaina, right?
The Nagaina nerds moved in.
Yeah, Nagaina nerds moved in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was checking. Okay.
Yeah. So, Delilah, first things first, your group was betrayed by Isabella Inkskin Locke of the Magpie Princess. She took the ship, the Magpie Princess, out towards Mancatcher's Cove, which was the headquarters and home of the tribe of Sahagin that had been plaguing you guys for the better part of pretty much the whole of Arc 2, basically. So, you guys went in there, you fucked shit up, you killed the tribe chieftain, you killed the Incutilis Lord. That was sort of zombifying everything that ended up dying. And then after that, the party made their way back towards Lillywhite for a week of, relaxation, selling things, making money, and Saphyrus brokering a bit of a deal with Priscilla Arkstone of Arkstone Trading Company for when they eventually crack the rock. Among that, there were a bunch of in-character moments, lots of nice little intrigue things. I'll let the rest of the players fill you in on the details in the text chat as we go along. But as we get started here, do you have any questions before we get started?
Okay, so just to make sure we're on the same page, we're currently still in Lillywhite, right?
You are still in Lillywhite. It is essentially like the last little things that you're doing in Lillywhite before you head off towards the port of Quint.
Gotcha.
So
Also, it's been 6 months since I played. My last time I opened my sheet was in March.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear.
Well, we are level 7, so just...
Oh, I might need to, catch up on that.
That's okay.
Yep.
Now I'm curious. So March, how many sessions ago was?
That was a pretty sizable 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
That would be.
Yeah, it's probably like 10, 12 sessions. Yeah. It's about session
5 to
40.
6 months ago, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, sliding on down to Lillywhite. You guys have a couple of things, if you have anything. Just hop it on over here.
I can think of something that I will need to do. Otherwise, I think I've been assuming that otherwise he's generally been going down to the market selling various items that we had sold last time. I know we're saving most of our plunder for when we go to Quint, but we were still selling some things. So in general, I have assumed that he's been, because I think I remember last time, I went ahead and just pre-built everything that I was going to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's just busy building and selling. That's basically what he's doing. Although I will need to have some roleplay with Nilru when there's time.
Okay.
I'm just hanging out with Frieda while she empowers my sword and flirting with everybody as I do, and making food.
As you do.
Oh yeah, okay, that's where we are. Yes, I'm just working on Ryuuko's sword, performing rituals upon it.
Good deal.
I'm doing magic, but I'm doing shaman magic.
Hell yeah.
And I'm watching it while also offering you food. Eat.
Yeah, it's a lot of chanting, it's a lot of...
Eat your skin and
weird stuff.
bones!
Yeah,
All
you go and
right.
get some meat on them bones.
It might also be worth explaining to Ebony the lady that we've met who is helping to fund the buildup of the rock. I don't think we talked about that.
Yes.
Because the crew would
Delilah, you're finally out of your coma!
I've been trying so hard to get her up. Nothing was working. It's very strange.
Priscilla Arkstone was heiress of Arkstone Trading Company, and she has agreed that in exchange for cracking the rock in the name of Arkstone, to provide a safe harbor
Not in the name of Arkstone.
Well, not in the name of Arkstone, but to provide a safe harbor for Arkstone Trading Company. She would provide you with various goods and services in the tune of downtime rules once you crack the rock. To the tune of about 500,000 gold pieces.
We have an informal agreement with her because this is from... Now, Aesop doesn't know this, although he might, maybe if we want to roleplay with one of the captains telling him, or just say that they told him afterwards, up to you guys.
I was going to say, just because of that took up a massive chunk of discussion last time, I think that it's safe to say that the captains would have filled Aesop in on what the deal is. So
And now Delilah as well.
Yeah.
So if exactly. So if there's anything Aesop would want to contribute, I'm all ears for I'm all ears for it.
Well, I mean, the only thing I can think would just be probably similar to what you guys would have said last time, which would have been that it's very obvious that she's looking for she's trying to make her own way and do her own thing separate from her father, and that it's a good idea because even if the other captains are just like, it's like, we always have blackmail on her, she's not really supposed to be doing this. So, in a sense, isn't she just kind of being a bit of a pirate too? So, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should the company ever see trials and tribulations, perhaps she may resort to such a life one day. Who could say?
Well, she has her escape built in to that by having friends down here. So
Exactly.
Or if there's ever one of those, a coup of sorts, a soft coup, and like, you know what? Everything down here is mine now. Fuck you, Dad. So. She's also a really powerful spellcaster. Like, ridiculously. Like, if she's a magus, she's casting at least, 4th or 5th level spells. She is a beast. So, be careful on that one.
Oh, speaking of, I have a 4th level spell now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just for magi, they get their 4th and 5th level spells far later than most, which means she's a much higher level than you'd expect. So.
But, yeah, the question is she a magi or is she something else?
She could be. It's the way that her photo makes me think magi, but
She's a canary. That's.
Oh, I see.
That's the new shorthand.
The new shorthand for I don't know what the fuck you are.
Yeah. Oh, Ebony.
We found out what Canary is.
Yeah.
Speaking
we did find out what Canary is.
Oh?
End of an arc. Very very fitting that it was in Dungeon 3, but yeah, nailed down what Canary finally is as a class.
But you gotta tune in to find out.
Yeah.
Wooten was pretty sure that he got it right, and then Cygnus made the best blunder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was very fitting.
It just wouldn't be the same without the angry slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My blank levels, your what levels?
Just a Wooten leaning way forward into the screen. Your what levels?
Your what? All right. So,
Sorry, just to figure out maybe what Delilah might be doing. So what is our next destination? Sorry.
that is Quint. Port town of Quint.
One of the larger, one. I think the three
fact-
big cities were Quent, Port Peril, and there's
And
one that's
Sanghor.
further south. Sanghor.
Yep,
there you go.
Sanghor.
Yeah.
Just to check on my end for my crafting, we've spent is it about 3 days now in
It would
Lily
be
White?
3 days.
3 days.
Since you
Cool.
started crafting.
Cool. Alright.
Do we need, or I may offer probably slide to Saphyrus if there's any, out of character, any like diplomacy, any treatsy we need to do with anyone, or any information we need to look for.
I think last time I did some recruitment.
You did, and I have that ready for you once you head on out.
Okay. Was Aesop going to do any more selling while we were here, or were we just going to save the rest of this for Quent?
The actual plunder we're saving for Quent. I believe we've already done and distributed all of the gold for the stuff we already
Okay.
took care
And
of.
sold some stuff from the hold. And roleplay wise, we're just assuming Aesop's taking it out to the.
I was going to say, due to the size of the hold, I'd be happy to join for that when we get there.
All right.
The size of the hall, I mean, sorry.
Hey.
Mhm.
If you want.
Size of my hole.
Damn it.
I,
You're in a mood.
Hey.
Today's
When am
a
I
day.
not?
Well, everyone just today's a day. Jesus, all right.
I mean, usually there are days, and there are days.
And then there are
Is it-
days.
Is it Quint Quint or GW?
Quent. Quint.
Thank you.
Not
Sounds
the,
Canadian.
not the main boss from Mega Man 2 for Game Boy.
No,
Anyway,
it's not that one. Anyway.
no one knows what I'm talking about.
I know what
Shut
you're
up.
talking about.
No, I keep hearing it as Quint too.
In regards to the recruitment, Wooten, shall we wait for things like followers and all that till Quent?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be sort of like a more fitting place for it, because Lily White, you know, it's nice and all, but it's small. It's kind of like small fish in the big sea compared to some
Gotcha.
of the other settlements.
Frieda preparing to be amazed.
Okay, and then that case at the seemingly nothing much else to do around Lily White. I may have Delilah asking around if that's okay. About if anyone in the town has seen or heard about anyone from Naya coming into town.
Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check then.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There are Nayans, and then there's other types of Undine that live outside Naya that are not so civilized.
Yep. We call
And-
those Sagan. I kid.
That sounded really in-game racist.
It was very in-game racist.
Sounds like you guys have some experience.
And also, I do have affable, which means I do gather. I am good at gathering information in much short amounts of time.
Good shit. Let's see it.
So let's do roll 20. I remember how to do this. Plus 16.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
So not in Lilywhite specifically, but if there are any Nyans that are traveling along the way, Quint or Port Peril would be like the two big ports that they would be going to. If they're going up to, say, Vera proper, you know. Otherwise, if they're going out to Farhaven, they would probably go down to Sengor.
Okay. That will be pretty much all for me. I still need to get,
All right.
on the roll.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. All right. Is that everything? Is there anything that you guys have in Lilywhite that y'all want to take care of here?
I just have the roleplay with Nilru personally. Otherwise, there's nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Now, were you wanting to do that roleplay with Nilru in Lilywhite? Or...
Yes.
Okay. In that case, let me go ahead.
We've had the several days to sit there and rest and recuperate and things, and whenever she happens to be on the ship, I'm showing her different ways to make bombs. Sulfur and another thing, or like there's some compound that will interact with water and will just sit there and explode too. So these various things, because it seems to be to him that she very much likes the herbs and the plants. That's okay, but explosion.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and pop your handouts here. All right. There we go.
Oops, wrong chat.
All right. So sometime during the later half of the week that you're there, you're working alongside Nilru, just showing her different possible combinations of chemicals and stuff to build explosives, and she seems to be very much taking to this much easier.
And that, dear, is the lesson of the day, is to recognize that there's not only one way to sit there and mix the reagents, and not even one type of reagents that can make an explosion. Because, you see, as we're traveling around, picking up certain items in some towns, sure, you may be able to find the sulfurs that you need in one place, but what if you end up in a smaller place that has none, for example? You need to know everything you can gather for yourself wherever you go.
Right, okay. And she just brings a hand up to her chin in thought and is just observing the sort of concoctions that you've presented here today.
The alchemy table is going, and there's bubbling, and there's all the bubbling and steam and everything going off down under the ship.
I think I'm picking up on this a lot easier than some of the other stuff we were learning.
It seems very much to me that the path of the surgeon is not necessarily your forte, shall we say.
Yeah. Well, it's good to always, have a general idea, sort of a jack of all trades thing, but this sort of thing, this seems like much more in my wheelhouse, if that's a word that y'all use.
That makes perfect sense, yes. So, he sits down on a stool for a second. So, have you given the list I gave you a closer look?
I have. And I think I've got a pretty good idea from this list, the naming conventions that the association, or the Cullen Association uses.
Oh?
I wonder if I could use something a bit more
Has a different name other than the list that I gave you come to you? Spoken to you?
I think so. I think so.
Huh, that's rather unusual. It's... Continue, please. I'm sorry.
What do you think about Athena?
Interesting. He's just sitting there thinking for a sec, like he just pauses and he's like stroking the beak. And he's just, huh. That is one of many, how you say it, names. Not one that was on the list, but one that spoke to you.
Yeah.
I think that it's a good one, yes. The entire point was whichever name speaks to you, and, well, if that's what's bubbled up out of your spirit, then who am I to disagree? That means, then, we have our next step. We're done here for the day. We're going to the shops. Come.
All right.
And he's going to take her out to the shops, and they're going to do some shopping around for various leathers and what would it be? Leathers, string, needles, maybe some tar. Something that's like a sealant, you know, maybe beeswax, something like that.
It'd probably be beeswax, actually.
That'd make the most sense as like a thing.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like you have one hell of a night planned.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother!
Not going to comment. And I'm explaining to her the next step of the process, which is, he points to his mask that he's wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Every member of the current association takes on the name that they have chosen. Alongside that, then, they build their own face, shall we say. The mask you see, I made it myself.
Ah.
And you will do the same.
All right. I think I can do that. Yeah.
And then they will go around the shops finding everything they'll need for her to make her own mask, as well as other pieces, right? Other bits of equipment and this and that, especially some more heavy leathers. So, because if she's going to end up working more with explosions and fire, she's going to need some heavier
Need some
clothing.
more protectant.
Yep. So
Good
we'll end up
shit.
finding some of that here too.
Good shit.
And while we travel to Quent, he will be helping her to build her mask.
Good shit. All right. Okay. That will be what Aesop and Moon are doing on the way. Now, is there anything else that people have in Lovely White before we ship off?
Not for my part.
All right. In that case, let's go on to the map of the Isles. All right. So, if you look at the map, Quent is on the other side of Otaku Isle. And you little shits. It'll be about a 2.5 day trip to Quent, but hopefully you don't run into anything on the way.
Anyway, you run into something on the way.
Anyway. Oh no. Anyway. All right.
Sorry, I don't see Quint.
Should be
Right
right
here.
there.
Oh, over there. Okay.
All the
Everybody
pings.
keep pinging it until he sees it.
Yeah.
Yo, 120 miles? I do that in 2 hours. We'll be fine.
Is your lorry sail powered?
It can be.
Honey, I put
Okay.
this diesel to our tank. Hope that's okay.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Well, you know what? Pathfinder does have mechanics for adding engines to,
Steam power. Let's go.
steam power.
Yeah,
And can we?
I didn't think we were there technologically yet.
Well,
We
Maybe
might
maybe
get there.
you'll find something. Maybe you'll create something. Maybe Valen decides, fuck it, we need more power.
If Volky hasn't eaten him yet, but
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Gonna be honest.
We can all
probably been eaten.
We can all dream.
Ulki grew a shark mouth just for the occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just see
Truly
Oki wearing the hat.
Just to truly immerse him in the moment. All right.
It's easy how to carry your wizard, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's the best way.
Yeah.
It keeps
Nice and
them
easy.
safe, keeps them warm, keeps them away from melee.
Yeah. Exactly.
Does
exactly.
it though?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, first day of travel. Let's roll it here. Nice and quiet. So, going up here, 48 miles. And then second day of travel.
Oh, also, I don't think I asked, or I may have forgotten if I was there. What happened to Lanteri?
She is captain
Oh, yeah.
of your third vessel, the Magpie Princess.
Yeah, we absorbed them.
Ah,
Yep.
So much of her crew was gone. We found the treasure, and she was just like, you know what? You guys are pretty cool. I'll stick with you.
Yeah.
or first division. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of made her an offer she couldn't refuse.
It was one of those situations where, you know what?
Does she really want to be left on an island by herself?
Yeah. All right. So, second day of travel. And by the way, y'all are traveling with all three of your ships. So, you guys are a proper fleet. So, second day of travel.
We should spend some of this plunder on upgrading our ships.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
you know what? Y'all
Gotta
have
get some cannons.
y'all know where a nice little scuttling dock is. So, so go ahead with
And guess what's on the way to the scuttling dock?
that. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Second day of travel, you will be going over the tip of the island here, and you will actually come across a ship that is boarding another ship.
Oh.
Whoever wants to be in the what's the fucking word for it?
Crow's
the-
nest?
The crow's nest. Yes. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Crow's
Okay.
nest.
Don't forget redacted.
I don't
Also-
think he does. I get him, but I don't get the bonuses yet.
Well, I mean,
Because
Don't
I'm,
forget you have the special spyglass.
oh, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah, the far glass.
Now that I do need to look up. Okay, what does this do?
Clairvoyance, clairaudience.
Jesus. Okay.
Up to
well,
3 miles away
Well, I will
from
do
a
that.
from a typical crow's nest or a 70-foot tall tower like Tidewater Rock. The vision extends to over 10 miles,
Excellent.
so you can go out to 10 miles.
Jesus. All right, so I'll start with the perception check, and then depending on how that goes, I'll use the clairaudience, clairvoyance.
All right.
So that's a 30.
30. That is a 30. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge local check if you have it.
Okay.
It's a funny thought that the Farglass can activate clairaudience, clairvoyance effect, and even though you would think it's to see, you can technically just listen as well.
Yeah, you just stick your
Really
ear
wanted
to
to.
it. Just stick your ear to it.
Yeah. Like a fucking
All right.
punch. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, a 21 will recognize one of the flags as... where the fuck is it? As...
Oh.
But...
We've got a Viren Navy vessel down here.
But you'll notice that that ship's mast has been knocked the fuck down.
Ooh.
And it is the one, in fact, being boarded.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck 'em.
Now, go ahead and roll me knowledge local again
Okay.
to see if you can recognize the flag of
The other ship.
the boarding vessel. 32. Boom. You recognize this immediately from your time in Blood Cove. This is one of the Fairwind ships.
Fairwind.
Fair wind.
Mm-hmm.
Is it another pirate crew that we have
It
met?
is. It is. In fact, with that 32 knowledge local, I'll let you know as well. Tessa Fairwind makes her home in Quent.
Ah.
So it just seems as though the Viren Navy went a little too far down today, and
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
are not welcome in Quent.
the Fairwind
No.
pirate
No,
fleet
they are
said
not.
nope.
Nope.
Okay, so remind me, is she actually one of the free captains on the
She
council?
is. She is
Okay.
a free captain, and she is on the pirate council.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, so here's a question, guys, and I'll, relay all of this to Saphyrus so that we can have this little conference. Do we want to approach and say hello, or do we want to just, wave as we go by and leave them to their business?
Do they look like they have everything like well in hand?
With that perception check, they've got it handled. They've got it pretty well handled. This isn't their first rodeo with capturing a navy ship.
Privateers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can just if we happen to come across her or one of her one of
Her captains.
her captains or confidants in Quen's, we can just be like, hey, we saw you guys at work. Good work, knocking out that navy. Love to see it. Clap, clap, clap.
Vera is the realm of
That
That's
is where Kionan's
which is
campaign
Kionan.
is happening.
Kionan.
Kionan
Yeah,
campaign.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
If you look on this big map here, it's going way up into the northwest, is towards Vera.
Yeah. But I forgot, is Vera Ragnail's family?
That
Yes.
is the nation where he's from. Yes.
Yes.
Kionan is the whole continent. Vera is the specific nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where we are now is the Red Isles, and south of us goes down towards Farhaven and where Razortide is.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love being able to orient ourselves in our world. It's so cool.
Mhm.
I like that where you can just be cartographers for our world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if we go east from here, there's the whole island chain that leads all the way to Narr'tor, which is what
Yeah.
makes it a great port area for. There's a reason place you're from really, really wants access to the sea.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Anywho.
What a pity.
Yeah. What a damn shame. Anywho.
Damn.
Uh,
Stop being bitches and we'll talk.
So it looks like they've got it pretty well handled. You can approach if you want, but it is you are free to also move on towards Quent proper if you would like.
I would say it's your call, Captain.
sea
Um,
captain's call.
I kind of feel like we all just let them do their thing, honestly.
Mhm.
Because if they see three other alternative pirate flags approaching them, I'd be like,
Yeah, to be fair, you know, pirates doesn't necessarily mean we're friends. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
No.
on the subject of livery, have we like actually run up the Cubados half swallowing a Gripply flag yet? Or do we just not have any flag because then we could just look like merchant vessels and that might also not be good?
Now my
So-
question: who drew the flag?
everybody looks at Ebony.
Okay. In character.
Ah.
I'm sure there's somebody on board that's a seamstress or something like that.
So I would just commission one.
That's true. Just commission one shit.
We have Aesop draw the flag, but it's actually just Aesop's face.
It's Aesop's face with a nose like snakes into Cubados.
Yeah.
I'm sure we at the very least have a skull and crossbones. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we have a
The
black
generic-
sheet that we are
The
flying.
generic pirate flag that lets them know, hey, we're pirates.
I do wonder if somewhere in one of these aisles, if there's just this like generic pirate flag a store where just like all the new pirates just get their flags from.
It's like a pirate Walmart.
Yeah.
Raise your son, slightly used Johnny Rogers.
We got your eye patches, we got your peg legs, we got your parents. That one is slightly.
I am Blindbeard the pirate.
Hi, Peggy the pirate.
Arrgh.
All right. So, all right. So y'all are wanting to just keep a going towards Gwent then?
Sounds like it.
God damn it,
All right.
Cygnus.
Just have to wait for that moment someone rolls a 1 on the navigation check so you can say east. I thought you said west.
East. All right. So
I can roll geography if you want.
You
So-
can navigate by the stars. You're fine.
Yeah, I
don't
don't.
need no
I have a
compass.
bird with stars on it. I'm good.
It does make it pretty easy to see the sky to navigate by. I mean,
Yeah, I can.
That's true.
I can navigate during the day. It's easy.
And remember, if we need any splinters, just give in to Delilah to keep.
all right.
we probably have the splinters from each of the ships in our fleet. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think Valen gave them to her.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and grab the ship tokens from.
What?
Who?
I'm trying to make sense of Goody's comment.
My God.
Look, I watched a lot of Ed and Eddie. I know that
Oh.
when Ed is in his camel form, he says that for no fucking discernible reason. It's locked in my
Understood.
brain.
Understood.
It's one
I
of those
can hear-
intrusive thoughts that never decided to keep paying rent.
Honestly,
again, Eddie.
honestly, that does checks out with Cubatus.
Oh.
What's that? And then what's this one?
I do think we generally had the idea to have Cubados be the mascot on the thing, though. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's necessarily him choking on this Hagen, but
I'm
you know.
sorry, that's always gonna get my vote.
It could
Fearsome.
be him eating a Sahagin.
Fearsome sea serpentine dragony boy.
Yeah.
But then you meet him in person, he's just like, "Duh."
It's strange, like this like everyone's always scared of this giant sea serpent that's your pet, but every time they meet him, he's just the most. Oh, you're just like he's just like a dog.
Yeah.
Can I eat it?
Alright.
No, you can't eat it. Oh.
Put it back. It doesn't belong to you. You don't know where it's been.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Or so help me.
So help me. So help me.
Oh, you know what would be
It's that fucking 3-headed dragon meme where it's like the two
Ghidorah.
dragons looking fierce, the third one's like,
All right.
Yeah,
they're a dragon.
Okay, so yeah, since he's got the wings now, Ebony
Yeah.
just Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, that's a Quetzalcoatl.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's kind of what between that, that's kind of what I'm designing them after mostly.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh, Cubetus is a fucking Alabrije. I love that.
All
Also,
right,
yeah.
guys. Let me just go ahead and move y'all's tokens over here.
I do believe that the idea is that it is one of the 4 types of dragons that do exist, or at least are classified as dragons. So we have the Western dragons, which are Morgala. We have the Lung dragons that are from Nakayama. We have the wingless dragons. They have names. I think they just call them drakes otherwise.
Yeah.
And those ones, I think, are down towards Razor Tide? Question mark.
That'd be news to me, but
I don't
it
know.
fits.
I think I've been trying to figure exactly where various dragons go.
Okay.
And then Quetzalcoatl's. Well,
Wherever
Well,
the fuck...
Quetzalcoatl is, if we are fair, it's closer to what an Asian dragon would be, because that's
Yeah.
technically the most famous way of representing dragons. Despite what most people think, many cultures represented dragons as flying snakes more than like.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, in that case, what's a Lenorm? I thought that was more of the Chinese.
I think the
dragon.
Lenorm is the wingless drake.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
okay.
that one is the wingless drake. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're less intelligent.
Not as intelligent as their cousins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Close to beasts, but still not quite.
Less intelligent,
right.
a lot more brutal.
Yeah, it's
Very
more like
much.
intelligent dinosaurs more than dragons, I think. Is
That's
the
fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
bringing the Warhammer back, you know.
You ever just take up 3 parking spaces?
yeah. So, making
We
your
and the
way
boys
over.
on our way down to town.
Yeah, making your way over.
I'm sure Frieda has an even more stunned look on her face.
As you're
Seeing all the
approaching,
towers
yeah.
and walls and.
Yeah.
She sees this and is like, just
Yeah. So,
fucking stunned.
so for reference, Lillywhite was, let's see here. Lillywhite.
I recognize this map.
Shush. Lillywhite is a small town. Quint is a large city. Population, 12,560.
Wow.
Welcome to
Oh.
Quint, everyone.
Woo!
The second largest settlement in the Isles after Port Peril. It is on the north...
Second!
Second.
Sorry, go on.
I have to edit this real quick. It is not Motaku, it is Otaku, because fuck you guys.
You're
Of
welcome.
Otaku Isle, the Isle's largest island. Sheltered from the storm by the large barrier islands of its picturesque bay, Quint is known as the finest deep-water port in the region. Quint features a large number of dockside taverns, such as the Lusty Mermaid, Fat Jessup's, the Barnacle, the Three Sailors Smiling, the Drunken Boatswain, the Lilybeth's Tavern, and a hostel. The city accommodates sailors in its many boarding houses and inns. Lilybeth's and the Three Sailors are the largest, followed by Mamaluru and Heckle's Dry Berth. Wealthy buccaneers have built their manors on the northern hills known as Spendthrift Ridge. The Blue Sky Road is the main thoroughfare through town, lined with every type of merchant shop. Quint has evolved into a real city with a considerable population of landsmen who earn their living supporting the free-spending pirates. Callistra's House of Stolen Kisses is in the center of town, where the sacred prostitutes of Callistra ply their trade. So, there's your legend, there's your map. And as
I guess this is the second city for you guys with Callistra in it, especially today.
Yeah. So as you guys are making your way off, various priestesses of Callistra will be there to
Begin trying to ply their wares.
Jeez.
They'll be there to greet you as you
What
make your
are-
way down.
What are the tenants or like the Callistra's god?
Would you
or-
like to roll me a knowledge religion check?
Oh, I actually would.
All right, let's hear it.
I'll roll
Plus-
because why not?
Go right ahead.
Is
I am good at one thing, guys.
You are very good at one thing. You're good at
I will
multiple
match you.
things, but this is one of those things that you're good at.
Yeah, it's skill checks and channel.
Yeah. All right. So. So, Callistra is the goddess of lust and revenge who takes on many faces and guises. She is held in especially high regard by elves, who often identify with her moods and changeable nature. A fondness for wasps has earned this vengeful deity the title of the Savored Sting. Such creatures live on after harming their enemies, a trait that Callistra's followers hope to emulate when pursuing their goals. So, her areas of concern are lust, revenge, and trickery. If you remember from main campaign, Schism was a follower of Callistra.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes, so you make your way to... the priestesses make their way to, catalog all new arrivals. And they look around to see which one of you is the captain, or would be representative of the captain.
I can step forward for that, unless Saphyrus particularly wants to engage with the leather-bodiced women.
We both had the
You
same
say
idea.
that as though you say that as though I have no control. He has no control over himself.
Anyway,
Well,
he would like
that
to.
depends. Is he on the leash or not?
He is now.
Yeah.
He will not be. He will not be doing anything untowards. If that helps explain to you.
But is he on the leash?
He is on a proverbial leash. Yes.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
That said,
That's not a leash. That's entirely different. That's when.
Well, that's totally fine because the favored weapon of Callistra is, in fact, the whip.
Yes.
that
She's in
said,
fact the BDSM goddess, it is known.
Yes, it is.
that said,
yeah.
It is known.
courteous and noble bow with the hat.
Yes, of course. Well, hello and welcome to Quint. Is this for business or pleasure?
I suppose that depends on the crew, doesn't it?
It does. Which one would you be?
I turned back to look at the crew to see if anybody's looking particularly horny.
Sense motive check.
Hey, which
Let's
one
see
of
it.
y'all's got a
Ayo,
boner?
Ayo, sense motive check. Let's see it.
Only for you, my
A
love.
couple of perception checks. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Do we need to do like deception or like bluff?
Bluff.
Or...
If you want to hide it, go
Oh
ahead.
no,
and
I'm
bluff.
clearly staring at Saphyrus' ass.
All right.
Nagaina is
I
good
turn-
looking
so-
and such.
When I turn around, is Ryuuko look up to me, or is she just continue staring at my ass?
Yes.
One eye at the ass, one eye up. That's kind of weird, but okay.
He is a fish.
Yes.
I'm-
Yeah,
Nice.
she is a fish.
19
She can blink.
19 to...
She
Oh,
blinks
true.
her eyes separately from each other. Anyway,
Oh, that's so
19. 19, you got a good, good 3/4 looking for pleasure.
All right.
These
Well,
men are looking for booty.
Well,
I'm only looking for yours right now, though. Maybe Hana. Peeks
I
over.
turn back around and say, "Well, I'm here for a bit of business and drink, but I think we're at a 3-4 split with the rest of my crew."
Well, in that case, just a couple of ground rules. When you choose the tavern or inn that you're staying in, you're going to want to stick with that one. Otherwise, the other owners will not take too kindly to it. You see, there's a bit of, given that we have a bustling district of taverns and inns, there's only so much to go around. And so you see a little bit of friendly competition with the owners. That said, if the inn that you're in, that you choose, has any sort of overflow, you will follow the exact instructions of the hosts. If you deviate from it, we can't be held responsible for whatever may happen. Next thing, as she sort of checks off a list here, Tessa's crew officers and herself have manors in the Northern District, if that's who you're wanting to chat with. They like to be informed beforehand if you're going to visit them, so if you have any business with them, you'll want to let them know beforehand before just barging in.
Understood.
Next thing, the House of Stolen Kisses, if you have any interest in business involving information or pleasure, as we are wont to provide, is the place that you'll want to be. It is the center of faith for us followers of Callistra, and it certainly lives up to the name. I'll leave it at that. And the final thing, I suppose, would be to not cause too much trouble. If you know anything about Callistra, you know that we can take care of any type of troublemakers that find their way around. Don't make us turn our blade to you.
Understood, good madam.
Excellent. As she closes up her little parchment. Welcome to Quint. We hope you will enjoy the finest experience in all the Isles. And with that, she will make her way down the dock, swaying her step all the way.
All right, lads and ladies, you heard the rules. Best behaviors, all of you. Now go have some fucking fun.
Yeah! As they just
start trampling everything.
Just flooding up Saphyrus.
It's like that scene.
Saphyrus, he's a fucking pancake on the
He's
top.
a pancake on the
I pick you up and squash you back to normal shape.
She just picks him up and just like does like a one or two
accordion
flop,
thing.
just accordion. Squeezes him back into shape. Squeeze and stretches. All right, so you are free to explore as needed.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the trading and whatnot, would that be done with the markets, or would that need a schedule in advance with Tessa's crew?
That would be done in the markets, actually.
Okay.
Number 11 is the...
I mean, there's a big ass square here, but...
Yep. Well, so it's like a road that goes through all of like the main square area.
Oh,
here.
I see the 11s.
Yeah, the 11s. The Blue Sky Road.
Okay.
So we should probably make ourselves plans, because I do know we were going to make a big show of the conch shell and the Gemma Redclaw's claw.
Yep.
And all that, and use that to recruit. So.
Sounds to me we should get a permit first.
Maybe just let them know, hey, we're going to be doing this. Just thought we'd let you know.
Yeah, well, it's when you come to an owned town, it's usually wise to check in with the owners.
Yeah. Think about it. This is her Tidewater Rock.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So,
In a way, I suppose.
after a fashion.
Just
It's
think.
especially good to check when the owner is a pirate.
Just think.
Definitely.
Maybe someday this could be Tidewater. Your Tidewater Rock could be the next Quint.
Yeah. That's the idea.
I'm not offering mermaid handies.
Jesus Christ.
Mermandies.
I mean, we already have the Lusty Mermaid. It's fine.
Never say that again, Ebony.
Yeah, I mean there is in fact Number 2, the Lusty Mermaid.
You need your mermaid stuff fix, you can just go there, it's fine.
All right.
Well, one of the first things that Aesop's probably going to do is he wants to probably walk down the Blue Sky Road. He wants to see where all the shops are, because he knows that that's probably what he'll end up be working with. Although, unless we're planning to not only, something, actually, random fun side note, other than just the conch and Gemma Redclaw's shell, why not also bring all the other goodies and all the other plunder with us, and we can start selling immediately from there? That shows just how successful we are.
Yeah, you could do that.
Well, if you wanted a reason to walk down the road, we've still got that ornate amulet that needs to be sold that we couldn't get the full value for in Lilywhite. So if you want to just dump that and get the 8,000 back for the crew, then yeah, that would be a good first step, just to kind of see the disposition of the merchants and such.
So you want me to take the amulet, or should I just go ahead and just scout out the road first?
Why not both?
Okay. See if I can find a jeweler shop, I guess, while I'm also walking down Blue Sky Road, getting a feel for where all the merchants are. As well, Wuten, I will be looking for another specific shop or person, if I can. Let me know if I need to make any checks or anything like that.
Sure. Alright, so I'll go ahead and just move you over here to Sky Road. Okay.
I'll probably have Nilru come with me as well. So
Okay.
as long as she's finished doing what she's doing. If she's not finished with it, then she needs to finish doing that. So.
Okay. In that case, she's probably still working, putting on the finishing touches on her mask. 'Cause y'all have 2 days of travel.
She's a good enough maker of things, and so am I. We probably were able to finish it pretty well.
Yeah. Good deal. All right.
Anybody else want to come with me, or am I exploring myself?
Frieda would like to explore, but she'd like someone to go with her.
I may accompany Frieda just because of the cultural shock she might be having.
Yeah. Please, somebody, like everybody, just protect the country bumpkin, basically.
Yeah. Very much a country bumpkin.
Nagaina will go along, if only to tease her a little bit.
I'll go along with Aesop just to kind of get a feel for all the, the shops and all the old barter chamber.
And we can start planning our parade route.
Assuming I still have time to work on Ryuuko's sword today.
You do?
Cool. This is basically the only other thing I'm doing today.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to spend the whole 24 hours working on it. It's like 8 hours, and then you have 16 left?
Yeah.
Business and pleasure.
And
Ring of
keep you
Sustenance,
company and make sure you're good.
Ring of Sustenance, you only need 4 hours of sleep? You got a whole 20-ass hours to work with every single day.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have one of those too.
Hell yeah. All right.
Everybody always takes a Ring of Sustenance. Always. It's so damn easy.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. I don't need to eat. I don't need to drink. I don't need to sleep. I can adventure all day.
All right. In that case, Hana, where would you like to go?
Well, this is something I wanted to ask Guti. Do we want to do the introductions first, or do we just kind of want to wander through town, kind of call it a Euro Disney thing, and just kind of, meander?
I kind of feel like a little bit of both. Like, if you want to come with us, we could, meander through, get a feel for the place, and at the end of our tour, as it were, we could maybe see
It looks like it turns all the way around and goes up into Spendthrift Ridge.
Exactly. I was thinking that if we can get a nice way up there, make a turn at the end of our little tour, we could schedule an appointment maybe.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. So,
okay.
All on
then
board.
come along.
And Wuten, just because Hana has become extremely, I guess paranoid is the right word.
All right.
I'm assuming we still have some people left to guard the ships.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm sure we set up a schedule where it's like, come on guys, some of you have to stay, and then others come back and relieve you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The responsible crew. Yeah.
The rest of y'all can get herpes on night shift. It's fine.
It's the responsible crew, and then the others, the wild cards.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm really going to have to make sure to find an alchemist. There's a chance I'm going to need a lot of medicine.
Yeah, and before the polycule goes their separate ways, Hana points at each one of them, does the, I'm watching you.
We're turning this family tree into a family circle.
No!
Swear to God, if I next time I get to bed for Ryuuko and I get Murpies, I swear to Christ.
I get Murpies.
Fucking God. Alright.
I'm a good girl. I'm
I know,
hanging out
I
with
know.
Frieda and making
I
sure
know.
she doesn't hyperventilate.
All right.
That's why I
Good.
know you.
Okay, so the merchant group here, go ahead and roll me an appraise check. Let's see what you figure out from your traveling through here.
All right, is this for in finding the other kinds of shop I'll be looking for too? The people?
Yes.
Okay.
This is for multiple things here.
Wow, talk about dicing. Fuck everybody.
We'll go the opposite direction.
All right. So, Hana, you've only been the only other big cities you've been to are Senghor and Port Peril, correct?
Yeah, this fits.
So yeah, this is still very much new territory for you. You did a lot better. You were a lot more comfortable with Lilywhite as sort of like your upper edge of what you're used to. But
Exactly.
this is a lot. This is
Yeah.
a lot. Saphyrus, you're more familiar with big city stuff. This is really giving you home vibes in terms of the size of the city and the availability of goods.
But less pretentious.
Yes, but less pretentious, in fact. A lot more of a, down-to-earth vibe here. Aesop, you are all business, no pleasure. The base value of this city, you can find anything up to 11,200 gold pieces. And
Pointing out various magic items and shops and going, this place has a lot to offer us.
Yes.
Most anything that we would need.
additionally, anything that you sell, if any single item that is worth up to 75,000 gold pieces can be sold here.
Oh, damn.
Additionally,
Some people
because,
are rolling in money, man.
go ahead and roll me a Knowledge Arcana check as well.
Sure. Alright, 30.
All right. You have access to up to 7th level spellcasting here. Seventh level spells.
Powerful spellcasters living.
Powerful
Yeah.
spellcasters. This is a big city. They have the resources here. This is the big time.
Essentially, as we're walking around, probably I'm seeing various posters on walls and for various services, and he's going to kind of turn to Saphyrus and be like, there are some powerful mages that live in this city.
Yes, this honestly reminds me a lot of Baronish in so many ways. Hana, I know you once showed interest in where I'm from, but this is quite a lot like it, just without guards in the streets making sure you're walking properly or whatever they would.
Yes, I think we saw them getting their cheeks spread out at sea.
The polar opposite of what I was like, actually.
But no, it's funny you mention mages, Aesop, because I've been thinking about trying to learn from your guys' example.
Oh?
See what I can learn, what I can pick up.
So you're looking to learn a little magic then, eh?
Well, we've certainly seen enough of it go by in our travels. It would be stupid not to be at least familiar with what all the possibilities are, yeah? And besides, she pats the bow on her back. I've been kind of wanting to get this old thing enchanted.
Oh.
Well, you've come to the right place, it seems.
Most certainly. It might be worth sitting there and trying to figure what kind of magical traditions are here too, to see whether or not any of them would suit you, or whether or not you even have the skill for it in the first place.
Well, it's never come easily to me as it has to, the druids and the shamans and what have you back home, but I know there's ways around that. Ways to pick it up with a book and a little bit of time to practice, and
he sort of
whatever that damn raven is.
He fiddles with his formula book when you say that, so kind of obviously it's kind of like I get what you're saying, so.
But I think the biggest thing would be figuring out how to get this thing to fire underwater. That seems like the main issue.
Yeah, it's very difficult to draw a bow properly underwater, and not to mention the waterlogging of the wood and the string. But this is a pirate city. I would be surprised if they didn't have some sort of magical answer to that.
Oh yes, to be this successful as a group of pirates to build a place like this, I'm sure they do that on the daily with ranged weaponry.
Well, if you, Aesop, and either of you really, if you see anything that screams out this place will see you through, just let me know and I'll pop in, and I have the personal funds to cover it, I think, so...
After we sit there and take everything we found in Gem of Red Claw's hoard, I'm certain that we will have more than enough to do anything that we are looking to. I have not seen... I already carry more gold on me than I've seen in my entire life. This... Oh.
Oh, you're telling me? I don't think even the temples had this much back home.
And this city is rolling in the metal. All kinds. Gold, silver, copper, iron.
Platinum.
Electrum.
Just think, with the right kind of planning, we could do this ourselves one day, perhaps.
Doesn't sound like it's too far off that day. Speaking of which, something I wanted to float by you, Saphyrus. Depending on how many recruits we pick up here, did we want to try and hit another plantation as well, or do you think we'll be kind of bursting at the seams by the time we leave port?
Could always be worse. If enough people want to join on the adventure down to Tidewater Rock, with the amount of money we will make, it could always be worse looking into whether someone is selling another ship.
Well, I don't know. 3 well-equipped ships would probably be better than 4 bare bones, It's certainly something to bear in mind for the future.
Of course.
Okay, so I guess this is kind of an out-of-character question as well, but how, pending we, get a talk, have a little chat with one of the bigwigs up here, how willing would they be to, the idea of, seeing our run to crack the rock as sort of like a, like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of. I don't know how to phrase this. Like,
worried about them subsidizing the competition.
That, or doing like one of those old last-minute seizes, like, now that both sides are weak, we're gonna charge.
Right. Well, we could afford to be, quiet about it. Just we say we're going off to raid, and we are basically here just to recruit and not spread anything more than that for now. Right?
Well,
wouldn't that have been part of raising our legend, though? Like, literally, we're telling people, like, we are an up-and-coming pirate group, not just that we're explosively rising. We are already going for the rock. Like, that's one of those things that really builds a legend,
You wouldn't be utilizing the air and mysticism of the rock.
Because I'm more than certain that the legend... I'm pretty sure I remember Wuten saying essentially the Legends of the Rock is one of those, like, that's how a pirate, like, really proves their salt is to take it, And
It's
the fact that, And I'm sure that stories from that we've told in other ports have gotten around a little bit too of, Saphyrus the serpent, the storm serpent, right? So, as well as the other companions as well. I'm sure we all have. Honestly, if we sit there and listen, we might find people talking names. We could possibly hear it because we are probably an explosively rising pirate crew at this point. So. And especially after we tell the stories, we sit there and we pull the conch down the main way, and we're sitting in the middle of town and we're telling the stories. We're having Saphyrus stand on top, all the gold all around him. Gemma is anybody who doesn't want to be part of that. Like, goddamn, it's one of those.
Right?
Yeah.
So I guess to that end, that leads me to another question. When the time comes that we do this whole parading situation, how public do we want? Do we want to make the "let's seize the rock" thing public, or just a general declaration of legend type thing?
It could be worth, because we are feeling out the city right now. It could be worth feeling the temperature of the richer pirates, just to make sure that maybe they don't feel like, because in general, I kind of had the feeling that especially those of the Pirate Council, they're not really stingy, so to speak. Not the ones we've met so far, at least.
Well, and therein lies the rub. The ones we've met so far. There's a Palpatine in every Senate.
Yeah. Isn't Harrigan one of the 3 captains? I've got to remember, he's there too. He's a thing.
I don't know. Was he a free captain? I thought he was just a very
Harrigan.
powerful.
So Harrigan is technically a free captain. The thing that you're thinking of is he on the Pirate Council, and that is a no.
Right. Okay.
Technically, Saphyrus, I guess, is a free captain. So
Yeah,
so we're
like
so
Saphyrus and Hana are both free captains. Yeah, like anyone who.
It's just a term for we
Yeah.
sail under no flag but our own, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, I would say, yeah, I agree with Chaotic. Get a look at the temperature of the town, but also remember, I'm not sure we need to be too worried, because I think for the most part, like, if anyone here wanted to take the rock, they would have. It's like we're only worried if someone's going to try and take it after we've done all the heavy lifting, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely sympathetic to Goody's point about having to be worried about being flanked and taken from behind when both sides are weak.
If you'd like, go ahead and roll me a knowledge local check.
Alright, knowledge local.
Okay. So... Alright, so between the two of you, Tidewater Rock is it's a name that evokes the legend of Tidewater Rock. But when it comes to like a strategic location for ships, you're pretty much just getting like the scraps that get past everyone else from coming down from Vera. A lot of the merchant ships and a lot of the really big hulls get caught before they get down towards those like southern seas.
Got it.
So it's a good location for the legend, but when it comes to like the strategic location of it, when it comes to collecting plunder and making a name for yourself beyond that, it's a stepping stone to a much greater potential.
Okay.
Fair
So
enough.
we don't need to worry as much because anyone who wants this is probably not worth our time.
The ones who would be wanting it would be other up-and-coming pirates.
Pirates who have already made a name for themselves, don't worry about it, basically.
Yeah.
Here's a good way-
Pirates who have already made a name for themselves already have, Quint. They already have their own.
Sanghor, they already have Port Peril.
Yeah, they already have.
Okay.
What was the name of the one that was on Back Island? I can't remember it, but
Blood
they're
Coat?
the other ones that are already.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
those. Here's a way to. Here's some verbiage to consider, though,
Mhm.
and perhaps maybe you too will one day share your name will be inscribed in the legend alongside the same sentences and verbiage of Tidewater Rock itself.
Yeah.
Are you addressing the recruits with this?
Maybe it's not necessarily a declaration at Tidewater Rock, but it's more of just a way of saying, you know.
Imagine that you could be one of the founding stones, one of the cornerstones of this new,
Of my new empire.
your new empire.
Saphyrus would look good with yellow eyes.
Oh dear.
Probably would.
Just needs to get like
Just get a brilliant energy
wrinkle.
longsword.
Just needs a wrinkly face now, though.
Yeah. Just gotta murder a bunch
They
of
left me beaten and scarred. But my resolve is unchanging.
All right. So,
I just had one last thought, just as a fun idea. When we take the rock, we could also make. I just had a randomly fun idea of all members of the crew. This doesn't have to be part of the recruitment. This is just like an idea when we get there. To sit there and find a massive rock or something like that to put in the center of town and have every single person that helped take Tidewater Rock carve their name into the rock.
Yes,
like that.
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yeah.
Their name will forever be immortalized in the center of the new city. So.
Yep.
Whatever we call it.
Yeah.
Cubatus, who doesn't know how to ride, just imprints his face on it.
Oh my god.
He just takes a bite out of the rock.
He draws a stick figure. He just claws a stick figure of himself.
The little drawing of him eating a Sahagan.
I just thought of Well, many
Okay.
things to consider. Shall we continue our tour then?
Lead the
So-
way.
Aesop, along your way, you are able to find a jeweler's shop where you can sell that amulet.
Cool. So we will have the 8,000 for the amulet then.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
You can split between.
That one was considered plunder, right?
That one was
That was
considered
not.
loot for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's just going straight to y'all.
Well, how many people are we splitting it between now? Because now there's
7.
extra people.
7.
Okay. So everybody will get 1,142 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces, and 5 copper pieces.
Yeah.
You can just go ahead and add that shit now.
Yeah.
What was that gold count?
1,142. Then 8 silver pieces and 5 copper pieces.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I did it. I breached 10,000 gold.
Yeah. I would have, but I've been spending it on magic shit. Speaking of wands and scrolls, my dear Wuten, anything of the any shops around here? Because I got a couple things in mind here.
Absolutely. You have spell casting available up to 7th level. If you're wanting,
Alright.
specifically if you're wanting anything from the Cleric or Oracle spell list, however, you will need to go to the House of Stolen Kisses for that.
That's not
They
a problem.
are the clerics of this city, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. I'm picking up a Wand of Lesser Rejuvenate Eidolon and 2 Scrolls of Summon Eidolon.
Good shit. And that is available here.
Sweet. Just for, when bad things happen to good Eidolons.
Yeah.
Fun fact though, if I do cast Summon Eidolon, the spell, it will summon him with the augmented summoning bullshit.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
I know. That's gonna be interesting.
That's
Well-
because he's summoned rather than called, I think.
Yeah,
He's kind of
yeah.
like he's kind of called, kind of not right now because a calling.
This is more his current thing is more of a ritual because
Yeah.
that's the rub. He has to die first.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Although that's that weird thing about the differences because he's not summoned, but he's also not called. It's very weird. Whatever
He's
the islands
conjured.
are.
Yeah,
Yep.
I guess that's the best term to use.
closer to an SLA than a spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I'm just being really pedantic about the differences between summoning and calling. That's all. Don't pay attention.
And I'm playing a weird class. It's all good.
Yeah, it's true.
That's probably one reason why summoners are seen as weird.
Yeah.
Their eidolons don't neatly fit into the categories that wizards know of. So.
Especially the chained summoner. Am I right?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go ahead and slide on a little bit to the west.
The other part of that was I did not feel like rebuilding from the
Yeah.
ground up Unchained.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
From what I hear, the chain summoner is actually better.
It is. It is.
I made a fucking like doctoral level fucking dissertation to build everything.
Yep.
I'm like, no, you can't keep getting away with it.
All right, so sliding on over to Frieda, Delilah, Ryuuko, and Nagaina. How's it going with you guys? How's Frieda doing?
Frieda's hanging in there.
That's all we can hope for, really. Am I right?
I'm guessing she's just continuing. Like, where did we go before we continue? Sorry, Kaya. Sorry, but
Yes, where are you guys going?
where did you take Frieda?
A
Or did you just
tavern.
let Frieda wander?
No, of course we took her to a tavern.
Which
Tavern,
one?
okay.
The
Which
closest
one?
one right here.
The drunken
could always be this
bosun.
one.
The
I guess the
Drunken
Drunken
Bosun.
I guess technically that's also close.
What is the name of the? Where's the name of the taverns again? Where's the?
That would be in the legend.
There we go.
Yeah, should be down at the bottom.
Oh, there is the lusty mermaid.
I
Yeah.
was hoping we could maybe head to the Last Mermaid just for the experience.
Just remember, once you pick one, you're gonna have to stick with it. Because
Are there like
the
some
tavern
that
or
are like?
the
Sorry.
tavern owners don't exactly take kindly to sleeping around, as they say.
Yeah, you've got to be
ironic.
monogamous.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They become possessive of you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, is
What
like
experience are you gonna get at the lusty mermaid?
Mono
Yeah,
in the
what's-
streets, Polly in the sheets.
what are the different vibes of the taverns? I wouldn't know this, but maybe someone else does.
Maybe you guys can go tavern shopping. That's what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Just window shopping these taverns. All right.
I take that you guys have not been in big cities before.
Nagaina grew up in Port Peril.
Yes, but I don't know that.
Sorry.
Frieda, like, kind of still looking around. She goes,
What? No. Nothing ever felt like this.
Oh,
This-
that's
This is more people than I have ever seen in my entire life. Not even. I have not even seen armies bigger than the amount of people here. There are. The buildings are so big. They are made of rock and wood, and there are stone walls going around the whole place. It's amazing. I have only heard tales, myths, legends of places like this.
Places like this from beyond the border, perhaps.
From very far away.
well. Assuming that we're just gonna visit more places like this in the future, so this is a good place to get your toes wet, I guess.
I see. You will have to forgive me. I am a little taken aback by all of this.
Is anyone like does she need to be like taken by the hand to like make sure she doesn't wander off or anything like that?
Yes.
You'll be fine. Just stay close.
Which is usually my duty, holding her.
She's gonna you're gonna be like, all right, just explore, go where you want, and she's going to immediately go for a stingy back alley.
Nope, this way.
Duty back.
Literally just a whole bunch of dudes back there with knives watching her, and then just like, no.
Well, where would you like to explore? That's not that dark alleyway.
I am far from the expert here. That goes to all of you, right? You've seen places like this before.
Nagaina,
You
know,
take me somewhere.
you know, it would be pretty funny. Taking Frieda to the House of Stolen Kisses, the brothel. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, Nagaina would get such a kick out of
That'd
that.
be pretty funny.
No. I'm putting my tail fin down.
No horse.
So,
for you.
are there any places?
I'm already
you're
right
particular-
here.
Are there any places you girls are particularly interested in visiting, or just browsing?
Girls' night.
Nagaina thinks about it. She looks at Frieda and. I'm sorry, Wuten, I'm going to take a suggestion. I don't know about you,
We
Lord,
could try
but
to
I think-
find a place to eat.
I don't know
Sorry.
about you, Lord, but I think we should break this one in. And she grabs Frieda's hand and starts like taking her down the street towards in the direction of
Of the town
Calistria's
square.
house. Is still in
Oh yes.
Oh.
No.
I'm gonna.
I grabbed Frieda's arm. No. Let's
Frieda's
just start
other
with
arm.
a simple. Let's just start with a simple place to eat.
Frieda's currently being tugged by two people.
One who is much stronger and will win.
Can we roll local or something to figure out the vibe of the different taverns, by the way?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge local here.
I'm gonna do that too.
All right.
I might be the moderator here.
Or I would also allow for sense motive if you have that.
Let's see if it's better.
No, my sense motive is trash.
It's the same for me.
15. Woo! All right. So, Frieda and Ryuuko, you can also roll for this if you'd like.
Okay.
She'd very least have a sense motive to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to sense motive it.
All right.
Big city
Alright.
fish.
Big city fish. All right. Delilah, with a 28, you know the exact vibes of every single one just based on the name. If you're wanting to go for food, Fat Jessup's, it's going to be the place to be. Drunken Bosun is,
Understood.
if you want to get drunk, Drunken Bosun, or the Three Sailors Smiling. The Lusty Mermaid is sort of like Diet House of Stolen Kisses. Lilibeth's Tavern and Hostel is kind of like, since it's closer to the like more fancy district, it's gonna be like the higher end. Mama LaRue is pretty much the same but smaller. And the Barnacle. You're not really
It's the
sure.
chum bucket.
It's the chum bucket. it's the
I
chum
kind of want to
bucket.
go to the barnacle.
No barnacles.
Either Fat Jessup or Barnacle. Those are my picks.
Hmm.
Welcome to Fat Jessup's. How tough are you?
So, like, while they're doing the tug of war, just gonna ask, like, so, where are you guys wanted to go exactly? Like, I think I have an idea of where we might be wanting to go, or where we could be going.
Let's just start with a nice, simple, small place. It's not.
I don't know about
A
you, but
brothel.
I've not had a drink in about.
Ah,
That's true.
Well-
We could go to a place for food and drink.
Right,
No, I did drink in about 2 days.
hmm.
I don't know how long it's been since we left Lily White.
You probably have your own stash on the
She
ship.
does have her own stash, but she's still gonna
But she
complain.
wants someone else's stash.
Exactly.
Would I know? Would I know, or would have guessed where Nagaina was intending to take Frieda to?
You can see from here. You can see down the road. It's only. Quint honestly isn't
Saw exactly
as
where she
big.
was going.
Yeah, you saw exactly where she was going. It's the big fucking
Ah,
fancy
Yeah.
building over
We
there.
saw.
Yeah, it's
No.
basically exactly the same thing that she did when she decided to take Valen to the fucking IHOP.
It's like poetry sort of they rhyme.
well, if we are looking for a good bite and a good drink, maybe Jessups might be a good place to start. And I'm gonna just whisper to Nagaina, maybe later we can go to the other place after we have something to eat.
Nagaina, in response to that, is gonna look at Delilah and then glance sideways. Not Delilah. Gonna look at Frieda and then glance sideways at Delilah.
Delilah definitely wants to go there. Yes.
Ryuuko doesn't understand. We have the harem on the ship.
Nagaina has no interest in participating.
She just wants to see.
She just wants to sit in the closet and watch.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
figured that Delilah is thinking now. Oh, she just wants to go there. Okay, yeah. We have 6 at home.
Oh no, Nagaina has no interest in participating. She just wants to see Frieda get flustered.
She's just
Oh,
a
we
little
have that at
gremlin.
She'll happily
just thinks
trip
it'll
you
be
onto someone
funny.
else just to watch the two of you blush and try to get away from each other and just go.
Oh no, she literally just wants to haze Frieda.
I love it.
Fair.
And Ryuuko is like, no, not this one. Last one you hazed left us.
Ooh.
Damn, you
Ooh.
right. You right.
Not this time.
God.
Ryuuko feels mommy for Frieda. Maternal feelings.
That's gonna be very awkward
Wants to
soon.
keep her
That's
safe.
a
Oh,
clip
no.
right there. That's a clip. Oh man.
It's not going to be awkward. It's going to make it better.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you're
So-
guys right.
So, Jessups, anyone?
Oy vey.
That is your suggestion?
That just was it is.
Alright, I wish to see how fat Jessup really is.
Only one way to find out.
All right. So we'll go ahead and.
You know what they say? Never trust a skinny cook.
Damn. All right. Let's see here. So, with that, we'll go ahead and join y'all here in a little bit, but we'll swap back over here to Aesop, Saphyrus, and Hana. Y'all have traveled the length here of the Blue Sky Road so far. We've seen a lot. Yes, a very massive plaza, in fact, as you're passing by it. You'll see various shops and market stalls set up all around this area here. But in the center, you will see a... go ahead and make me a knowledge religion check. It's not going to be very high. Or knowledge intelligence check, if you don't have it.
Knowledge and intelligence coming right up.
Well,
Knowledge and
just intelligence check.
Yeah. Damn.
Woo!
Yeah, very easily noticed a giant statue of a stylized wasp with a woman's head on it. Very Callistra esque.
Yep.
That is one woman you don't want to be on the bad end of.
No, I think I saw her in a nightmare after a bad round of soup.
Here's hoping that she didn't decide to have a grudge against you for whatever reason.
I want to know what was in your soup.
Well, it was the day that, you all went off to meet Priscilla.
Oh, the first time. That's right.
Yeah, so while you got to go and meet Tits and Magic, I was stuck with this.
Damn!
Magic.
I love it. I love it.
If Aesop actually does snort it back, he just like...
Oh no, that's more of an uproarious.
Well, Aesop has to maintain his composure, right? So...
Oh yeah,
Of course. But of course.
I'm in a pirate town. I'll be loud as fuck.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And Hana's, of course, grinning at this whole thing, so...
Now,
It's a wrath of a woman scorned.
that is basically that the goddess.
That the god.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Anyways,
So to answer your question, Chaotic, yes, as you make your way to this second area here, you will actually pass by a building that has the insignias of the Colden Association. Just on like the entrance area. It's kind of a meager building, but looks very, very functional.
he will note it as we continue our walk down the way.
Yeah.
Do they seem to be an alchemy? Do they seem to do herbs? Do they seem to do... Is it a blacksmith shop? Is it a metallurgy shop? What
This one.
is it obvious from the outside?
This one looks to be herbalism.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
probably surgeons.
Yeah. Or something adjacent.
Yeah, they could just be normal alchemists. They may be non-denominational, you know?
Yeah. All right. So, you are continuing along Blue Sky Road. Is there anything in particular you'd like to look out for here?
Well, I had my particular lookouts.
Okay.
Yep, just the... and I'm craning over their shoulders and trying to see if anything strikes them as a good enchanting shop.
Ah, okay. Go ahead. Hana, roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna roll as well to see if I can help.
Okay.
Since I know that's what we're gonna
Assist.
kind of keep an eye out for. Yeah.
I roll to assist.
All right, Cubados, look out for super shiny magic shiny.
You mean everything?
Kyla's, Hannah's eyes are just like platters with all the shinies.
Well said. She's
All
restraining herself, though, so...
Saphyrus and Cubados, with the
Slight
plus-
vibration of the cat.
with the bonuses from your perception checks, and Saphyrus with your detecting magic abilities. Do you have that in particular?
Yeah.
All right. So detecting magic. Multiple shops, in fact, seem to have magical proclivities in this specific area, actually. So as you're getting more towards like the northern end of town, you see like much more like prestigious looking finer establishments of merchants selling things as you get further up here.
For future note, I actually do have the ability to detect magic now too. So.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, very good.
Kind of though. I have arcane sight. So
Ah.
it's a third level spell, so it's one of
Yeah.
those I won't be using it all the time.
Yeah.
But I can identify magic items now finally.
Hell yeah. Right. So. Is there anything else in particular you guys are keeping an eye out for here?
Your butt.
Maybe while we're heading along the road, just any interesting looking people of note.
Okay.
Anyone who seems to stand out from the crowd.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. This one's actually going to be pretty difficult.
All right. So I'll do Saphyrus first this time, and then Caboose.
Damn.
I wonder what people are thinking of the giant floating sea serpent.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably walking while we're in town.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't really make it better.
That doesn't make it better. Yeah.
It makes it a little less.
It's just a pet.
Yeah, it's
He's
a
just
pet.
walking. He's just walking on his hind legs, just swaying his entire body back and forth.
It's his seeing eye alone.
Mm. All right, so Saphyrus with those bonuses. 31. You do actually find not someone that is of necessary interest, but someone who has taken interest in you, in particular, Goody. Saphyrus. She seems to be trying to keep her general distance, but let me get you a picture here. Just,
Oh,
Oh.
I know what this is about.
Ginger.
Just, you know, she seems to be keeping her distance generally, but you've seen her multiple times as you've made your way through the Blue Sky Road.
I will speak in our secret tongue to Cubados. Just being like, do you see her too?
Yes.
Been following us ever since we hit port. Oh well.
Another one for the polycule.
Look, Ryuuko's already eyeing me from when the very word marriage was mentioned the other day. She just, I had this. You ever feel the impending death over your head? That's what it was.
I get it.
Yeah,
You already got a redhead. No worries.
exactly. See,
I get ya.
Why not more of them?
Why not 2? Why not 4?
but all right, just making a note of it.
All right. And Hana, were you interested in getting your weapon enchanted by chance?
I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably to add to that, probably just like with my detect magic eyes on, just like, okay, so here, there, and oh, this one. This seems to be pretty enchanty.
One in particular seems to specialize in weapons.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. Would you guys like to make your way inside?
Well, I certainly will.
Yeah, I'll follow her.
All right.
Okay.
So, going inside, you will spot, very ornate-looking weapons, very impressive craftsmanship. Do any of you have knowledge engineering by chance?
As a matter of fact, I don't.
I have dungeoneering.
Okay. Okay. Very clearly, all of them masterwork at the very least.
Right.
As you make your way up to the shopkeep, who appears to be a well, what would he be actually here? Give me a second. He is a
Just don't say dwarf.
he's
Long
not.
pause.
He's not. He is
He's not a dwarf. He's a svevblem or whatever it's pronounced called.
so he has he is actually so dwarf adjacent. He does have like the stocky stature of a dwarf, but he for one thing, he has like very dark gray skin. He has a dwarf-like beard, but he's completely bald, and as he turns to you, you see he has like these very white, milky eyes. What can I get for you?
I was looking to have a bow enchanted.
Is that right? Give it here. Let me take a look at it.
Right. She'll carefully hand it over. She is watching his eyes the whole time.
We'll look it over here. Is your bow masterwork by chance?
It absolutely is.
Excellent. Well, I can enchant this one. Let's see. When are you needing it by?
How long do we plan to be in town, Saphyrus? How long do you think this business we've got will take? Saphyrus?
Goody?
I think.
Sorry,
he's
I was muted.
Ah, there you are.
I would say to given about a days, perhaps. I would average a week, perhaps.
Well, that's convenient for me. I'll need about 8 days for enchanting this thing. What are you wanting to put on it?
All right, so this is out of character because I have things here, and I want to solicit the opinions of the group.
Yep.
So, there's a couple different things that I want to get enchanted, and there's 2 different bows specifically. I want one for underwater combat and one for above ground, standard stuff. So, I've got the rapier for underwater combat for the moment. So, if I was to get 1 damage enchantment on the above water bow, fire, ice, shock, corrosive, I think thundering's another one. What would you guys suggest? I was thinking about corrosive because I know that's something that has the least types of resistance, but what would be appropriate? What would be in character?
Holy.
So I would say shocking is pretty good, but then I just had the idea. If you get flaming, you can set fire to sails.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is true.
I'm sorry, Wuten, did you suggest holy?
Holy.
Okay.
Or,
Sonic would be another potential.
could
Setting
also
fire to sails
Dispelling
or
Burst.
corrosive.
Dispelling Burst for a +2 bonus.
I will actually, I think, get the. I'll be able to dispel as a rogue with
Okay.
with
Yeah.
talents that I get here soon. So
Yeah, fair enough.
that's a good thought. But
Yeah. Could do
Is
Flaming
there
Burst.
something?
Yeah.
Is there
Testing.
Hey.
you're back.
There we go. My
is there
headset wasn't
something
working.
you can get that can give a similar effect to what the spell Gravity Bow does?
Impact.
Impact.
Can I impact weapon on a ranged weapon? I thought that was only melee.
I don't
You are
think
correct.
You can.
It is melee only, but there is that it does. The spells involved are lead blades, and there is gravity bow as its own thing. I don't see why it wouldn't be
Let me
possible to
take
sit there
a
and
look here.
do something
Well-
similar.
While Wuten's doing that, I will let you guys in on a little secret that the little bit of roleplay earlier was about. Next level, I'm planning to take minor and major magic rogue talents, and the major magic would be gravity bow.
Hell yeah.
So I'll
Okay,
see-
all right. Never mind.
So if we can't get it enchanted, then I'm covered there.
I found that thing for you, by the way,
that works great.
but it's only on melee weapons apparently. God damn it. Never mind.
You
Everything's
could do
always fucking-
igniting, which literally makes them catch fire upon striking with a successful critical hit as well.
Okay.
They don't get a saving throw to avoid catching fire.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
quite fun.
There is also phase locking, prevent things from teleporting.
Good
Anti-mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, anti-mage.
speed for extra shots, but you don't do that. You do single shots. So
Yeah.
It's true. No, I thought about that.
Distance, if you wanted to snipe.
there is sniping. There's several snipings apparently.
Yes. Distance is one that I'm looking at for the future, for the same bow.
Oh, already Louis 2.0.
Not quite, but getting there.
But Louis didn't get sneak attack.
He did, actually.
Oh, he did. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Very good. Yeah, I'm thinking flaming burst or igniting. Flaming burst is good because this thing has, of course, being a longbow, it's got the extra crit
Times 3.
modifier.
Yeah.
There's one called Sniping Improve that gives you a +10 competence bonus on stealth checks after sniping.
I will actually be negating all the penalties to stealth, and I don't think that stacks with the rogue talent.
What is
Or
the rogue?
talents.
What is the rogue talents?
One of them is from my archetype, which is sniper, and the other one is a talent that I'll be taking at 10th level, which does the same thing. It just basically, negates 10 points worth of the sniping penalty to stealth.
Yeah.
It reduces the penalty. It doesn't add a bonus, so it would stack.
Oh.
I'm seeing it here. Expert sniper. You reduce the penalty on stealth checks to say hidden while sniping by 10. That's not a bonus. It's just reducing a penalty.
Hey.
And the sniping is 7,500 gold pieces, and is a +10 competence bonus on stealth checks after sniping.
Interesting.
And in
There's also a
addition-
sniping greater, which is +15, but that's also 16,000. So
Yeah. Additionally,
I've got-
improved. I will say also improved sniping. The enchantment doesn't count as an enhanced
+1,
bonus.
+2,
Yeah.
+3.
So you can
It's
also
just a
still
flat
attune.
GP.
Yeah, you can still attune to it.
That's good. I think the extra damage is probably the bigger consideration at the moment, but I will definitely keep the sniping in mind.
Okay.
I would probably do thundering then, personally.
Okay.
Something like thundering, which is the sonic damage. Or the fire, the igniting to set things on fire could also
I
really
would
be
say,
a
yeah, the sound might, like, the sonic, like, hear me out. As a sniper, if you make it have a loud noise where it lands, less people are going to be looking at where it came from.
Yo, you can actually be like you're firing a Barrett, you hear the massive whoosh every time
Yeah.
you fire.
Additionally,
it's like
additionally,
that
if
throw
you roll,
voice thing in Skyrim.
additionally, if you roll a critical hit on it, they have to make a DC 14 Fortitude save or be permanently deafened.
Damn.
That's another.
Yeah,
really
because
nice
they
one.
literally have
Pretty
the
good.
fucking just.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Thundering weapon, does it actually deal extra damage outside of critical hits?
Yep. 1d8
Mhm.
points of sonic damage, I think.
Really?
No, it is only on a critical hit.
Oh, I thought it
Okay.
dealt sonic damage too. I'm dumb.
No.
God damn it.
No, you're not. That's the reason that I kind of discounted it to start, was because I looked at it and I didn't see.
I was
constant
seeing
damage.
1d8, which I was used to. So.
You know what would be pretty cool? Shock and thundering. Thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
That'd be
Shock
very
and
cool.
all.
I think that'd be very.
Shock and all.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, we are pirates on the seas, like storms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you also
Yeah.
play into that?
If you want something that is the most thematic to go with the Storm Lord, then Serpent Prince, then Shocking or the Shocking Burst would be a good choice.
Okay. I like that. I think shock and thunder. Let's go with the two plus ones, the shock enchantment and the thundering enchantment.
All right. So that will be 8,000 gold pieces.
I've got left over as well.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. This will take me 8 days. So if you're staying for a week, that'll be plenty of time.
All right. Well, here's your gold, and I'll be back in a week to pick it up.
Sounds good. Pleasure doing business with y'all.
You as
Either
well.
of your friends want anything?
Gentlemen?
You have a very fine collection. I'm just admiring it, but thank you kindly.
All the way from Vera.
That it is, good sir.
Brings up an interesting question. I actually probably don't know, but maybe I'll look at some. When he says that, maybe I'll look at some of the insignia and stuff like that on the weapons.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be from the blacksmithing clan of Shimomura.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
I see.
Cool.
Mhm.
Cool, that's it. It's just cool. I'm good.
Yeah. Would Saphyrus recognize some of the craft work due to due to those business relations?
I'll let you go ahead and roll me a knowledge local check.
All right.
An appraise check could probably also do it.
Yeah, a praise check could as well.
I'm gonna roll low. Add 9 to that, so
All right. 21.
21.
All right. 21. Yeah, you will recognize the Shimomura insignia on some of the blades, and you'll remember that a lot of the mundane weaponry that your family would receive for enchanting were from that very same clan.
So, in kind of following up with what he was saying, Shimomura handiwork. They even got their craft out this far.
That's right. Fairwind has a from my understanding, she has a bit of a preference towards those kinds of weapons. So she special orders them from time to time.
Well, they were always an up and coming family. I'm glad to see their what's the word I'm looking for?
Continuing their rise.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that glad to see they're expanding so much.
Mm-hmm.
And well, Aesop, did you do anything here? Or?
No, I'm not looking for any weapons of any sort or enchantments in particular.
All Well, I'll get this taken care of about 8 days, and by that point you'll have yourself Thunderbolt and Lightning, Miss
Very, very frightening.
Miss Catfolk. And he will take it, put it back onto the rack behind him. It's part of his custom orders, and well, until next time.
Yeah, and Hana will incline her head respectfully and lead the way out of the store.
All right.
So I'll ask this out of character while Wuten's figuring things out. Do you guys want to go to the Cullen shop with Aesop? I'm just considering whether he would take you or not, but I'm also just curious as to how much you guys want to be involved in whatever I'm having him do right now. So,
Like I said, I want to see what this organization is that he holds in such high esteem. I would love to see what it's about.
Likewise. Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Well, we can certainly stop by, and to be honest with you, maybe it's a chance for you to see what he's, I guess, planning with Nilru, because he hasn't really told anybody anything, so...
So, yeah, and keep in mind, you've shown me your face.
Yes.
I would choose to know, I would have liked to know more about, what he's all about.
All right.
Sure, so this is just me asking out of care, but I guess, on the way back, we'll figure that, so...
Okay.
Were we going to go and set up appointments to talk with the anybody that we needed to let them know, hey, we're gonna do something, right? We're gonna do that before we headed back.
Yeah, set an appointment to talk with somebody. Yeah.
All right.
We'll do that first, then stop by the Cullen shop on the way back.
All right. Sounds
Right.
good. So I'll go ahead and move y'all up here, and we will hop back down here towards our tavern-going comrades here. As you make your way inside of Fat Jessup's. It's a bustling tavern full of people just chowing down. And immediately, Nagaina in particular,
Oh yes.
you will see Heavy Huldren himself just cleaning house on a fucking giant dinner plate of something. Ribs and fish and just meat. As he turns up, he's like mid-bite and he sees the four of you walking in. Hey, over here! As he just waves at the four of you, beckoning you over.
Barbecue sauce and drippings
Yeah.
on his fingers.
Yes, yes. As he's legitimately like licking his fingers as you're walking up to him.
Oh my god. He eats like Nagaina drinks.
Yes,
That's why you two are perfect for each other.
it's a
Cauldron's
perfect.
out
It's a,
here like, and there I was, barbecue sauce on my titties.
Jesus fucking
oh, I love it. Oh man. All right.
And then she's gonna look at Frieda and like nudge her. I say nudge, it's more like a shove towards the table. Sit you down.
I can sit, I'm fine.
Oh, you guys have to try it. This food is fucking amazing. Oh my god. No offense to Ryuuko or Croup, but there is nothing like just food on land. It is. Oh my god. As he like places his hands on his cheeks, just like, oh my god.
You have caught my interest. I am intrigued.
You have
The
to
last
get.
time I saw a fit, so you look at anybody looking like that, I accidentally walked in on the captain.
Hey,
I
which time?
I will make no comment on that one way or another. So,
Shifty Eyes, which time?
so what kind of things are y'all hungry for? They've got pretty much everything here. As you see, some of the waiters and waitresses just, making their way over to your table.
Ah, is that how it works?
They'll make just about anything you suggest to them. Sausages, ribs, fish,
Steak.
beef, steak.
Beef steak.
Beefsteak, exactly.
Interesting. Huh. Think about this.
Do they do venison? Is that a creature you have here?
One of the waitresses will actually pull out a parchment. How big?
How
Are you-
big?
Are you wanting small, medium, large, or extra thick?
You did this.
I did.
Wuten,
Yes.
you are terrible.
I love you too.
I was hoping, could I have a venison stew? Just a medium, if that is how you are judging the portion sizes. And if you have that much to spare, of course.
Oh, sorry. We have plenty to spare. All right.
Oh,
Venison
okay.
stew. And for the rest of you?
I'll take the chef's recommendation. Whatever he recommends.
The beefsteak. And you, Miss Undine?
It's racist.
Fish.
Ebby, that's you. You're
Ebby,
muted.
are you muted?
Ebony.
Ebony, you're muted. Are you there?
He dead. He died.
Oh no!
Everybody, no!
No, they died.
Everybody,
It was the fish comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he had to get up and go somewhere for a minute.
Yeah, probably AFK.
It happens. I do
He'll
it
also
a
get the.
lot.
She will also get the chef's recommendation.
All right. And then
It
for
sounded
you,
good to her.
For you, Miss Vishkanya?
I'll have the beefsteak as well.
Beefsteak.
Why do you need one? You have one right here. Points to Ultra.
Oh! Nagaina takes one look at him and decides there is enough beefsteak in his hands already.
Some of his.
I prefer the term beefcake, but anyway.
I mean, either works.
Neither works. I'll get another order of sausages and second order of ribs. And she writes down another ribs and sausages.
Take two
Makes
number
it eight.
nines.
That-
Two number nines.
Nine
Number
large.
large.
Number 9
Number
with extra
7 with
dip.
that dip. and a diet soda.
I gotta watch my weight. Alright. So she will
Happy
make her way
Hollywood
away.
in a nutshell.
Yes. So, as he leans into the table, what do you guys think of this place? This is awesome. I've never been to Quint a day in my life. I've spent pretty much my entire life in Lilywhite, and so this is so much more than I was expecting.
They certainly do not want for food here, even to feed so many mouths.
Yeah, it's really something. Lilywhite, they good fish cuisine, but we don't really have a lot to go around in terms of land food, but here, you know, I was looking out from one of the ramparts, one of the walls, and they have farm fields on the other side of the city. That's something that I've never seen on like any of the places that I've been across all of the Isles. It's completely alien to what I'm expecting.
Interesting. I would very much like to see that myself.
Sounds like the perfect place to be a chef. Kinda jealous. And that's always the grand thing about traveling. Being able to just see how the other sides of things live.
I've been talking muted.
Oh my god.
Oh, poor Belle. Hit her head.
Ebby. So, Ebby, the waitress did ask you what you would like to have.
I mean, whatever's special, I guess.
The beef steak it is, then.
The beef steak that we all are getting.
That everybody's getting.
I'm gonna
Except
just
for
enjoy-
Frieda. Frieda
Yeah,
got the venison stew.
Yeah.
Wait a second, you're eating deer. How dare you? Deer boy has some questions.
How dare you?
My god.
Well, if you want, I can upgrade it to moose.
No one will be eating my deer boy's supple
Are you
flakes.
sure about that? I'm sure.
And,
I'm
uh,
sure,
Are you sure
I'm sure
about
there's
that?
someone-
Who was
Depends
this?
on how y'all play.
This fellow that was speaking to us.
Ah, yes, Heavy Holdren was like,
Oh.
He happens to be at the.
He's our
He
friend.
was there, so we sat.
yeah,
down.
he was there. He was there and like waved you down to come and sit
Yeah.
with him.
It's Nagaina's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Big boy. Yeah, this guy.
Are you Now
This
hold on.
absolute-
What's this about boyfriends?
This absolute.
Nagaina's
Well-
boyfriend. Mhm.
Well, you are mates, correct? That's what you said you were.
He's the
If
boatswain's
you
mate.
break,
No.
if you break his
Different
heart,
term.
I will break
Different-
you.
Frieda, with respect, different term. Ship understudy, I think, would be a more accurate term, but we just call it the ship's mate. I'm just here
Anyways,
to.
boyfriend.
You see her like her eyes like just realize what's going on. She goes,
Ah, yes, I see.
Apprentice.
Mates, I see. Mates.
Yeah,
mate,
like
as in friend.
as in like
She-
friend. Yeah.
she winks with a wicked grin.
Mates.
Nagaina,
Oh,
Nagaina gives Frieda a look that suggests that if she looks at her like that one more time, she will not smile like
Just-
that ever again.
Just let
Delilah-
them believe for now, Frieda. Just let
Delilah-
them believe.
Delilah's just gonna like whisper to Ryuuko, "Ah, they fucking."
I sure hope so.
Oh, they fucking.
Frieda sees your look
Goddamn.
and she just gives this little giggle.
I have this feeling, this sparks between them. I'm sure about you.
Look at them sparks!
Jesus Christ.
No. I assure you, everything is above the table.
Are you sure?
There's a couple things under the table.
I haven't checked under the table yet.
And
holds up both of his hands. They do have various amounts of barbecue sauce on each of them, but he is holding up his hands.
It's not even just barbecue sauce. It's like a whole bunch of different sauces. There's
Yeah,
some honey
it-
mustard barbecue.
yeah.
There's some ranch.
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh
a lot
my
of
God.
sauces.
He's a saucy
Some mayonnaise
boy.
under his
He's a-
chin.
Meanwhile, Nagaina's hands feel woefully empty without a ticket between them.
Yeah, that's true.
and I'm assuming that it's all the group is together now, which is the four of us and
It
the
is-
big boy.
It's
It is
four
the
us
four of
and
you with the big boy, and also, there is, like, it is a big crowd, but, Yeah, everyone's sort of like at their own tables. There is sort of swaying, partying stuff going on. There's no birthday involved. There's not people coming out with a birthday cake and singing songs. However,
I lean over to Delilah. We should tell them it's Frieda's birthday.
My God.
I used to do that at places that used to do that.
yeah.
Just be like, someone visiting, it's like it's not their birthday, and just like, hey, it's this person's birthday.
If you ever do that to me, I will cry.
Places don't do that anymore. You don't have to worry about it.
Nagaina's gonna wave
Unless
somebody
it's
over
new.
to the table. She's gonna wave somebody over. Hey, it's Frieda's birthday.
What?
Uh,
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
Yeah, it is.
Come
Don't
on,
be
Frieda.
shy.
It's Frieda's birthday.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure it's not. The stars are not
I see.
ready for it.
So you
Cauldron.
see, so looks at you. So you see, because we're under like a different like we're more to the west right now. The time works a bit differently.
Holdren.
It's totally your birthday.
Holdren is going to
I'm
lean
not
down.
sure.
He's going to lean
That's a-
into the. Holdren is going to very, very like lean across the table to Frieda. Play along. You get free dessert for it being your birthday.
It's
He puts a
totally
fi-
your birthday.
He puts a saucy finger to his lips. Oh god.
Frieda is gonna. She shrugs. All right.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Frieda.
Happy birthday, Frieda! As he like bellows out very clearly for other people to hear.
There we go.
This will be the right word for how you want your cake, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Moist.
There you go.
Oh
I
god.
cannot with you.
Oh,
They better
man.
bring out like a little pirate hat to put on her.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That'd be.
The cake has
know
a
what?
little pirate hat on top.
You know what? As Fat Jessup himself wheels it, makes his way in, belly shaking the entire way as he's just shimmying across the middle aisle with
Is
a
he
cake.
as heavy as Holdren?
He is quite heavy. Maybe not as heavy as Holdren, but definitely as big as Holdren. As he shimmies his way across, like those belly dancing hip dances.
Yeah.
He's doing that the whole aisle way down,
Beautiful.
carrying a
He's sitting
cake
there
with a little,
hitting
with a
everybody
little.
with his ass on the way. Just
Hell yeah, brother! It's an
Hey,
honor.
that is a part of
That
the
is
charm.
a part of the charm as he sets the cake down in front of Frieda. It's a big fucking chocolate cake with a little pirate hat on top of it.
Oh.
I love it.
Do we have an equivalent of happy birthday in the Red Isles?
I haven't come up with
Shut
it.
up and drink.
Shut up and drink. Shut up and
Or
drink.
is it
You're
like-
another year older.
Or is just everyone has to...
Another abacus on the beat of life. Another beat on the abacus of life.
Either or, depending on how many drinks you've had.
Yeah.
And Nagaina grabs the
welcome,
hat
Frieda.
directly from the cake and sticks it on Frieda's head.
It is
No,
very
you're
Yes.
getting chocolate.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. I
Everybody's
can rip it
nothing
off
here.
later. I mean,
Oh,
Oh. Hush.
nothing.
Shush, Delilah. That's part of the plan.
Frida gives she gives a hand wave of like a polite informal bow while sitting down to Jessup. And
will give you-
smiles at him.
He will give you a big suave wink as he shimmies his way back to the kitchen.
this is a man who knows who he is.
This is a man who absolutely knows who he is and what he's about.
Well, she seems nice.
And then she takes the hat off and puts it on Ryuko's head.
Well, I am never going to be able to eat this all by myself, so I'm going to ask all of you for help. I'm
Happy to.
assuming that's allowed in this tradition?
Holdren licks his lips.
Of course. Aldrin, wait, let the rest of us have some help.
Do I have prestidigitation to cast on him?
You can.
Do I have it? Let me just.
I think it's on the cleric spell list.
I don't think clerics have prestidigitation. No,
They
I
don't?
think that's a wizard spell.
No.
Oh, okay. One of the few. All right.
Prestidigitation are little arcane tricks, not cleric tricks.
Yes.
Clerics can create water. Clerics make it so that you don't have to worry about water. They can just make water all day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Can I just like, if there's like a bowl or something, just produce some water and tell Holder to like dip his hands into it?
So as long as he's
No.
not the one cutting the cake, you'll be fine.
Yes, he's not the one cutting the cake. He's just there to have a good time. And as you're all just sort of conversing around, the meals come in. The beef cake. The beef steak. Sorry.
Beefcake
Slip of
steak.
the Freudian slip.
The milk
Beef
stick.
steaks. Yes. The beef steaks are thick. The venison stew is piping hot. And as you take a whiff of it, it does bring you small memories of home. But it has a different spices in it that bring forth excitement at new sensations.
Yes.
Can't expect everything to be the same.
And then Holdren gets the stack of sausages, ribs, and wings, and various dipping sauces, just decorating the rim of the plate. As he just chef's kiss, as he does the fucking pacha meme, and digs in.
Oh my god. He's definitely a loud eater.
Of course.
He
You
doesn't
have to
eat. He doesn't like food. He loves it.
I love it. I don't
Relatable
I don't
content.
like food.
This is what I subbed for.
I love food. Yes.
And I do not swallow if I don't love it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my god.
This is great.
Well,
Have to
as
get off
they're
the ship and
eating-
enjoy yourselves, right?
Yeah.
Confirmed
Yes.
spitter.
Confirmed spitter.
Hey.
As,
Anyway. Perfect
as Frieda's
perfect
like-
partner for Nagaina then. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hold on now. What?
We're
Anywho.
shipping you.
Anywho.
It happened.
I'm sorry, it was Valen's turn, now it's yours.
Yep. Now
Everybody
it's your
gets a turn, unless you're me and ship yourself with everybody already.
In which case, every turn is your turn, Ryuuko. Anyway. Anyway, sliding on up to the people doing business.
What kind of business?
The kind that is important business. Anywho.
The
All right.
business havers and the fun havers.
So you guys are making your way up into Spendthrift Ridge.
Making our way.
So as you make your way up onto like the northern side of the town, various manors and mansions start dotting the ways as you're making your way up. Seems like this is the very well-to-do side of town.
The officers of town.
Mm-hmm. Very easy to assume that.
All right. well, any official public-looking building, like a building designated or location designated for public, etc.
Well, as you're making your way down, you will actually see one building in particular has the same insignia as the ship that you guys saw earlier the day before on your way to Quint. Looks like that might be the sort of official business side of things for Fairwind.
All right.
So go ahead and make your way in, and let me see here.
Before, as we're doing so, Hana
okay.
will look at the other two and just ask, okay, anything I need to know about this goddess? Anything that we're not supposed to do, like the last one we had to worry about, being anti-civilization or whatever?
Let me think. This one.
I'm sorry, I wasn't quite listening. Oh, you were with Calistria. Okay. Sorry.
Calistria is about vengeance. I believe she represents, as you may surmise from some of the guards posted, revolving around lust. I believe various wasps and other such similar insectoid creatures are a part of the pantheon. Aesop?
Well, honestly, the wasp is a perfect representation of Calistria.
Debauchery?
A beast that can be rather graceful and yet dangerous at the same time. Have you ever heard the phrase, Hana, the wrath of a woman scorned? That is Calistria in a nutshell. The easiest answer would be to, So, this is actually me kind of looking at her shit real quick, and I'm just trying to figure whether or not there's anything specific. There doesn't seem to be anything specific. Not like she's a god of chaos. She doesn't quite have, the same strict guidelines a lot of gods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pursue
So I
personal
don't
freedom,
think this-
seek hedonistic thrills, take vengeance when slighted.
Yeah, so. The best I could say, she is not as strict a god as most others you might think of. Very freeform. She's very much personal freedom. But woe betide one who would piss off a follower of Calistria. So rather than worrying about Calistria, you should worry about the person that we speak with. More so.
Fair enough. Well, Saphyrus, since you seem to have the one at the docks tied around your finger, would you like to take the lead here, or do you want me to do the talking?
No. Well, when you set it up like that... Well, I can start us off, and how about you cover my bases?
Very good. Lead the way, Captain.
Alright.
So, making your way inside, unsurprisingly, is another Priestess of Calistria waiting for you.
The same one, in fact, or her twin sister.
Well,
Welcome to Corneria.
yeah.
No, it's just like the Pokemon centers.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
the
yeah, all
Pokemon
the nurse-
Center. All the Nurse
Oh,
Joys
shit.
and Officer Jennies.
They're all cousins.
Yeah, they're all cousins.
Oh my god, what if the actual temple here is run by, like, quintuplets or some shit? Oh my god, that would be great. That would
Do
be
you
great.
remember all of those pirates that had the same placeholder token? And we just
Yes.
joked that they were the same? Maybe this
It's-
is them.
Oh yeah,
We
they
seem
would
to have
have.
a lot of
everywhere.
a lot of like look-alike
They have-
twins everywhere.
They
in
have
this
the
game.
same hair color.
Welcome to the Fairwind Embassy. What kind of business would you like to engage in?
Business or pleasure?
Okay.
I think that's this port's calling card: is business or pleasure.
Yep, basically.
Greetings, Captain Stormtamer. I'm the Commodore of an up-and-coming pirate group that came back from a bit of a rather interesting and
Profitable
venture, and we were looking
Profitable.
An idea we had when faring the seas was making a stop here in Quent and parading our exploits along the roads, and perhaps doing a little storytelling of what came to pass. But we didn't want to do so without the proper permissions.
Quint is friendly to all pirates that sail under the banner of freedom. The only, shall we say, rule that pirates tend to run under in Quint is that you don't insult the Lady Fairwind herself when doing so.
Oh, goodness, no. In fact, on our way here, we saw a little what was happening of a little one of your ships in action against a naval vessel. We wouldn't want to cross anything like that ourselves.
Oh, very good. Looks like one of our officers is putting in the work to do good by the captain herself. Unfortunately, Fairwind herself is currently in Port Peril dealing with some pirate council duties, but feel free to perform any sort of storytelling, recruitment, etc. that you may wish to partake in. As I said, as long as you don't bring any slight to the lady herself, you are perfectly free to do whatever you please in that regard.
To one who would offer a stage as divine at this, I would never.
She gives you sort of like a knowing smirk, and will just be like, very diplomatic and smart of you to do so. They say that Tessa is second only to the Hurricane King himself. So having her as an enemy is certainly not one that one would want to have.
Well, I would very much look forward to having the opportunity to meet her one day.
Well, if you say that you are an up-and-coming pirate crew, and you're looking for profitable ventures, I'm sure that someday she will take notice of you, and who knows, perhaps you'll sail with the Fairwind flag on your vessels one day.
No.
Right then, shall we make our preparations then and ready our this is Hana and Aesop. Ready our trinkets.
I do suppose that is the next course of actions, and Captain, yes. And
Did we confirm that they're happy with us recruiting in town?
Yeah.
she essentially said it's a. So as we're walking back, Aesop's going to pipe up in character. The cities out here are not nearly so uniform and law-abiding as your home city, Saphyrus.
I'm glad for it, but you know, they're every pirate has their own order of doing things, I imagine.
Saphyrus is like, where is bureaucracy?
When it comes to matters of state, you are a cautious and forward-thinking man, something that I can appreciate. Better to make sure that you are in line with whatever law counts as law for the area, lest you be on its wrong side.
Absolutely.
Think of it like this: if someone barged into, say you own a magic shop, right? Say that some other ingrate from down the road kicks down the door and sets up a stand sets up a stand and table and all that business right in the middle. That's something like that is something I'm trying to avoid.
Well, at least the difference here is that it's not private property. It's merely the open public streets. But no, you are correct. And just as a fun thought, didn't really think of it, but it's an interesting thought that the most powerful pirate of the seas is known as the Hurricane King, and the title you have taken is Storm Tamer. Just a thought.
I appreciate the ego boost. But that said, one thing at a time. The council is a council for a reason.
Of course. If the two of you would not mind as well, there is actually one spot that I would like to stop by before we make our way back to the ship for the evening. Or to wherever else perhaps catches our fancy.
Well, lead on, honestly. I've not many further plans aside from figuring out how to weave my tale for the telling.
Of course. And we're going to make our way back along the Blue Sky Road. I think I have that right. I might be wrong.
That is
and when we find the herbalist shop, we will make our way in. This one.
By the way, regardless of all of that, I'm just enjoying the little bit of nostalgia from this place.
I'm sure that urban centers are more your forte, more of your stomping grounds than...
Yes,
although,
it's bittersweet, I'll give it that.
Although you seem to take to the sea wondrously. All of you do. You as well.
Oh.
Despite cats are not usually ones for water, but you take to it quite well.
You just haven't met the right cats, Aesop.
Yes. And for my part, you can thank the operas that my family would take us to.
I see. Fine high culture of sort.
Yes, operas, musicals, so many about seafaring tales and adventuring. Always so inspiring.
The sort of things to rile up the adventurous spirit of the youth.
Yes. The perpetual
Rich
smile.
boy.
And the
Bourgeois.
attitude you've seen all this time is actually a bit taken from a character from one of the plays, but story for a different day.
As in, time for me to make up shit.
Yes.
So when we get to the shop, I'll go, yes, this is the one, and he'll make his way in.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a quick pee break, and we'll
Pee break.
We'll join back in with Delilah, Ryuuko, Frieda, and Nagaina here in a moment. All right, guys, welcome back. We are back to
It's
Delilah,
your boy,
Ryuuko.
back at it again.
It's your boy back. It's your boy Wuten back at it again at Fat Jessup's. So, we do have some people are getting a little bit tired here, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. But I do have something specific here. So, as you guys are digging into your food, it's delicious. The tastes of land food for the first time for the better part of like 3 months is like heaven on your tongues as you dig into this. And as you are doing so, someone will come up from behind Heavy Holdren and pat him on the back and be like, "Well, I didn't see you there. I didn't think you'd be sitting out with the customers. Jessup, how have you been? It's been a while." As she comes around here, and very clearly appears to be a red-headed half-elf.
A lot of redheads on the sea.
Yeah, evidently.
Are you complaining?
Where they all went.
The GM has a type.
Oh.
Look here, you little shit.
To be fair,
I'm
it's a
looking.
type he shares with the party. So.
It's a type I do indeed share with the party.
Yeah.
You have nowhere to talk.
I don't know what you mean.
As she swings, as she like sort of slides around and sees that it is in fact Holdren, and it's like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry. I thought you were the owner and were out here with the customers. Let me make it up to you guys. Who wants a free round on me?
That jumps up.
I
Sure.
won't say no.
Great. Very sorry about that. I don't think I've seen any of you all here before. Are you new in town?
Say.
We actually arrived today, so do we normally tell around what we are on or what we are about, or is it more of a?
Do what you want, man.
Yeah, do
They'll
you?
definitely be here in what we've done recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saphyrus is prepping up his big parade, nah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go for it.
Group of sailing pirates.
Sailing pirates. Oh. Do you mind if I sit on with you here? I'm actually a bit curious to see. Are you new, in fact? As she pulls a nearby chair over, and if you guys would like to make perception checks.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I would.
yes,
Yes,
I
sir.
would.
Make a
Yes,
roll.
sirree. If my sheet would let me see what my bonus is.
No, you're not allowed.
Ain't that a mood?
Cry.
All right. So those of you rolling perceptions. Let's see.
Slowly
Delilah-
going up.
Delilah, 23.
There we go.
All right, good deal. You will see that from the table that she pulls the chair from, the patrons that were at the table just sort of turn and look at who's taking it, and their eyes widen. As she pulls up the chair and scoots in. So, new pirates, huh? Very interested to hear what you have to share. As we will leave on that note. Next
Very
time
curious.
on Pirates of the Red Isles.
Oh, that's why everyone has red hair.
It's Red Isles. Hey.
I have a
blame
type,
somebody.
and it's been in your faces all this time.
Oh god, I'm your type!
It's presented by the writers barely disguised king.
Yes. That is very much a theme of this campaign. The writer's barely disguised kink.
Wait, I
Anywho.
actually have the meme for that.
Yes, you do. I know you do. Anywho, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy that little cliffhanger that we're leaving off on as we see what who could be this mysterious patron as we get on with the next session of Pirates of the Red Isles.
Cries and all the charisma builds are away on business.
But my dude,
Don't
We
worry.
have-
here.
Don't worry. You
If
have Delilah.
if you got this, go ahead.
You have
By all
Delilah.
means.
Don't worry.
This is my build.
Yes, and I'm so glad, Delilah, that you've managed to make it back here for this session, because, oh, chef's kiss, this is going to be great. All right. So, until next time, we hope you've all enjoyed watching this and playing this exciting episode of Pirates of the Red Isles as we gear up for some fun stuff ahead in Quint. So, until then, we will see all of you in the next stream. Bye-bye!
Really well.
Bye.